Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
The City of Sigourney is accepting applications for a position of full-time certified police chief. All applicants must be currently certified as a peace officer and must meet Iowa Law Enforcement Academy requirements for the position, which requires testing. Salary will range from $65,000 to $75,000 and will be dependent on qualifications and experience. Offer includes a $5,000 sign-on bonus plus a full benefits package. Request an application from the Sigourney City Clerk at 100 North Main Street in Sigourney. Applications and resumes will be accepted until the position is filled. The Brooklyn Opera House in Brooklyn, Iowa presents Iowa country artist Jake Simon along with Blake Jack and South 35 in concert on Saturday, September 21st at 8 p.m. Tickets are just $25 and available through Eventbrite.com or use the QR code on your screen. That's Jake Simon and Blake Jack and South 35 Saturday, September 21st, 8 p.m. at the Brooklyn Opera House. Don't miss it. Retro Antique Tour Fall Edition is coming up Friday, September 20th and Saturday, September 21st. Embark on a shop-hop adventure designed for people to discover hidden gems in shops and communities in a well-organized and distinctive antique shopping experience. With participating businesses in Oskaloosa, Pella, New Sharon, Beacon, and Ottumwa. For more information, visit brushedbyjude.com and click on the link for the Retro Antique Tour. Or reach out via email at brushedbyjude@gmail.com or call 641-660-2536. Bridget's Public House is an Irish pub located at 208 First Avenue East, Oskaloosa. Bridget's Public House hopes you find it a warm, welcoming space that also serves delicious, unique Irish-based options created in their kitchen. And don't forget a cold beverage of choice. Located just off the square next to True Value. Come in and check out the unique decor at Bridget's Public House while enjoying a beverage or food. Follow Bridget's Public House on Facebook and stop in person at 208 First Avenue East, Oskaloosa. That's Bridget's Public House. Locally owned and operated. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the thousands listening locally and the millions listening around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to Shetland!
Yes, indeed, it is time for the morning wake-up. It is time to Shetler on a Monday. I still haven't figured out what getting ready to Shetler is exactly, but here we are on a Monday. We're doing the morning wake-up. It is brought to us by Stam Garden Center and Nursery, where you can experience the color. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6, closed on Sundays. Stam Garden Center and Nursery, just outside of Oskaloosa on Highway 92 East. Thanks, Stams, for being our headline sponsor. We thank Oski Dental, bringing us our studios. Get a hold of Dr. Dan Schuster. Schedule your appointment at 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental going to file your insurance forms for you. And they're a Delta Dental provider, 902 South 17th Street, Oskaloosa. The Oski Dental Studios on the Stam Garden Center Nursery Morning Wake Up. Let's do our forecast. It's sponsored by the Garden Gate. And I tell you what, for mid-September, it's pretty darn warm out. Our forecast being brought to us by the Garden Gate at 105 South Jefferson in Sigourney. And you can stop in and see Cindy Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturdays, 9 to noon. Partly sunny for today, a high of 87, and just a little bit of a east to southeast wind. Tonight, clear skies will drop down to a low of 60. Tomorrow, sunshine and 88. Mostly clear for Tuesday night, a low of 58. And then sunny on Wednesday, a high once again in the upper 80s. So a warm stretch. That will pretty much continue through Friday. Let's see here. Saturday, we should have highs in the upper 70s. But most of this week, we're going to be in the upper 80s for highs. Right now, we have humidity at 97%. Winds are east at about 5 miles per hour. Barometer at 30.10. Dew point at 62. And right now, looking at the National Weather Service equipment here in the Oski Dental Studios, we do have 65 degrees in the big town of Sigourney, Iowa. Our weather brought to us by the Garden Gate. Earlier this morning, we put up our This or That, brought to us by Stacy Flynn at the Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. Ocean or lake? What are you going with? I tell you what, this is kind of ocean and lake weather. Still enjoy some water time if you want. Ocean or lake, this or that. That is our choice for today. So make sure you get your comments in. That goes up on my Facebook page, 6 a.m. every weekday morning. Our question of the day, which goes up at noon, is brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa at 202 North Main in Sigourney. Again, this is random today. What are the pros and cons of being tall or short? I mean, the obvious thing is being tall, you can reach things that short people can't. But what are the pros and cons of being tall or short? So you guys will be able to answer that coming up at noon. Our question of the day, brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa. Let's take a look at our For the Fun of It tournament. And we're featuring the fall season, all things fall, in our tournament this month. It's sponsored by Colbert Feed in Sigourney, where, they are more than just a feed mill. They are your horse source for Keokuk County, and they've got feed for basically any animal that you have. Colbert Feed, right out by the Expo in Sigourney. Make sure you check them out for your feed needs. And today's matchup, the current matchup going on until 6 p.m. this evening, is pumpkins versus harvest time. Again, this is just fall stuff. We're featuring the fall season in our tournament this month. Pumpkins or harvest time, and it was very close last I checked. It was neck and neck on our voting. Let's take a look at our overall brackets. So far to move on in the tournament: soups, pumpkin spice everything, fall foliage, football, and cooler temps, which, again, we're not seeing cooler temps right now in southeast Iowa, but those are the 5 that moved on last week. Now we're over on that right-hand side right now. Pumpkins and harvest time going at it. Then we'll have sweaters and sweatshirts going against campfires and bonfires and hay rides and fall mums coming up. So all the stuff fall that you can think of, the fall season this month's For the Fun of It tournament, brought to us by Colbert Feed in Sigourney. We thank them for being our sponsor. Let's see here. I put up yesterday our weekly top 20 of most engaged followers as far as people who like, comment, and share. And it's Anthony Schilling. Of course it is. Anthony. Nobody can even get remotely close to Anthony. I mean, Bruce Beinart, Bubby, and Levon They're all doing great. I mean, you're all doing great if you're on this list. But you know, you got Anthony with his Facebook points that are just out of this world. He likes, shares, and comments on absolutely everything. The guy can't be stopped. So Anthony Schilling, our number one fan by far, congratulations to him. Just saw him at Brothers Market over the weekend. Congratulations to you, Mr. Schilling. Hey, coming up this week here on Steve Shetler Media, of course, we've got Tuesday Night Tune-Up, talking local and area racing. Our host is Safe Grafke. We'll be doing that Tuesday night from Smoky Row in Oskaloosa, so make sure you tune in live at 7 o'clock. Again, that's the Tuesday Night Tune-Up for local and area race fans. Coming up this Friday, we, of course, take the show to Barnwired in Sigourney, and we have our Iowa Music Showcase. There, in the shadows, is Mr. Daniel David. It's been about a year since we saw Daniel David on our Iowa Music Showcase, and he's going to be coming to town on Friday, 11:30 to noon. You can stop in, be part of the live audience at Barnwired, or you can just tune in right here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. Daniel David, and you know, I'm not going to give out any spoilers, but I'm hearing rumors that we might have a bonus guest at the end of our regularly scheduled interview. That's what I'm hearing. It's what people are telling me. I mean, it's me telling me what's going on. I am spreading my own rumors in my own head. So Daniel David and a bonus guest coming up on Friday at Barnwired. Make sure you either stop in or tune in. And then, of course, on Saturdays, let's go to Friday night first. We have Pekin football here on Steve Shetler Media. Josh and Zach are the announced team. I hang out as well. And Pekin they are off to a fantastic start this year. They have just destroyed everybody on their schedules so far. It's Cardinal, Van Buren, Danville, all have gone down to big scores. Now back at home at Pekin this Friday night against Columbus. So tune in. We'll go on right around 6:45 with our pregame. So tune in for Pekin Panther football all season long right here on Steve Shetler Media. And, of course, we're covering Sigourney Keota football with pictures, highlight videos, and an article each week. So lots of football going on this fall here on Steve Shetler Media. Saturday, we go to Brothers Market in Sigourney for the sports section, our live coaches and athletic show. Featuring, we always got Coach Clint Weber from Pekin on. We always have Coach Jared Jensen from Sigourney Keota on. We also snuck in Alan Sellers this past Saturday, who helps with all the, basically, if there's anything youth-related, especially football-related, Alan Sellers is in the midst of it. And Alan had his own segment this past Saturday morning here on the sports section on Steve Shetler Media. So tune in. We want to include as many area schools as we can. I put out feelers here and there to different schools to try to get their coaches to come in. So we'll see who shows up this Saturday morning at the sports section at Brothers Market. Let's throw up some stuff on our community calendar. I want to keep you aware of what's going on in the area. Coming up this Sunday, the Tri-County Food Pantry Open House will be going on from noon to 2. That is Sunday, so if you don't have anything going on after church on Sunday, you can check that out in Watchier. I was just over there, this past week, talking with Heather and Jody about the new facility there. And you can check it out. They're serving hot dogs, chips, and drinks. Real help, real hope is their tagline there. So check out that open house going on this Sunday from noon to 2. Also on our community calendar, let's see here. This would be next Wednesday. The Keokuk County Farmers Market Kids Market will be going on. That's Wednesday, September 25th from 4 to 7 p.m. Put that on your calendars. And, of course, here in Sigourney this week, it's Homecoming Spirit Week with the Sigourney High School, Sigourney Keota football. And you can see their schedule for this week, so check that out. Of course, we've got the parade coming up on Wednesday and Boom Night So we're going to be broadcasting that homecoming parade here on Steve Shetler Media on Wednesday evening. So if you can't make it out to the parade or you want to watch it again later on, we'll have that for you. So check that out. Let's go ahead and do some birthdays. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right. Birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, the broker, owner, realtor at hometown-re.com. Celebrity and hometown birthdays for today. Well, we had some births, and we have some belated birthdays. And hometown birthdays, we'll start on the right-hand side of your screen there. A new baby born over the weekend. And we congratulate Heather and Tim Clemens. I know regular viewers of stuff here on Steve Shetler Media. Their grandma and grandpa, to Ray Dawn Price. So congratulations on the newborn, the new baby born on Saturday. Congratulations there. Also, belated birthday wishes to Amy DeBoof. Amy going through some stuff right now, and she hit 50 years old over the weekend. So, Amy, happy birthday to you. Hopefully you had a nice day, and just keep Amy in your prayers as she is battling some health issues there. We've got Gabriella Daney with a birthday today. We've got Susie Moore with a birthday. I think I just saw Susie on Friday at Barnwired, so happy birthday, Susie. Trent Myers with a birthday today, and Mike Steckley with a birthday. So some hometown birthdays. As far as celebrity birthdays go, we've got actor Ed Begley Jr. turning 75 today. David Bellamy, one of the Bellamy brothers, turning 74. Mickey Rourke, the actor, is 72. Got magician and illusionist David Copperfield turning 68 years old today. From baseball, LA Dodgers great Oral Hershiser. Oral Hershiser, 66 years old. Heck of a pitcher back in the day. Richard Marx, the singer, 61. Comedian, actress, Saturday Night Live alumni, Molly Shannon is 60. Singer Mark Anthony is 56. Amy Poehler, comedian and actress, 53. And Nick Jonas, one of the Jonas Brothers, is 32 years old. Those are your celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Hey, hope you're off to a good start on this Monday. We are doing the morning wake up. It's brought to us by Stam Garden Center and Nursery, broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios. All right, so today is Monday, September 16th. On this date in history, it was today back in 1782, what they call the Great Seal of the United States. And we're not talking like that type of a seal, like the seal with the eagle on it and everything. The Great Seal of the United States was used for the very first time, so 1782. Let's see, on this date in 1875, James Cash Penney was born on this date, 1875. You know who that is? That's J.C. Penney, James Cash Penney, 1875. And then also today in 1893, the famous Oklahoma land rush took place on this date, 1893. Today, on the National Day calendar, it's Holy Guacamole, National Guacamole Day today, if you like the guac. We've got National Working Parents Day. It's National Step Family Day, National Play-Doh Day, National Cinnamon Raisin Bread Day, and Mayflower Day. So celebrate those days on your National Day calendar. Well, it's 7:18. We're at 66 degrees. We're doing our Stam Garden Center and Nursery morning wake up from the Oski Dental Studios. Let's go ahead and hear from some of our sponsors.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Blackberry wine from Tassel Ridge Winery is a luscious and fruity wine brimming with mellow berry flavors reminiscent of blackberry jam. It's sweet and could be used as dessert by itself or sipped any time. Blackberry wine is one of our most popular wines, and it's won several gold and double gold medals in competitions. Blackberry wine is available at the winery and at many of our nearly 400 retail outlets in Iowa. If you don't see Tassel Ridge Blackberry wine in your favorite store, ask the manager to get it for you. Check the QR code to go directly to our website for a list of retailers. Tassel Ridge Winery is located in Lighton on Highway 163 between Pella and Oskaloosa and is open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 6, and Sunday from noon to 6. Check our website at tasselridge.com.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Watch Pekin Panther football live right here this fall on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube with live announcers and an updated scoreboard, plus an area scoreboard to keep you updated on other schools of interest. It's Pekin Panther football live right here on Steve Shetler Media. Oh man, Pekin Panther football live here on Steve Shetler Media. It has been fun the first 3 weeks of the season. Doing Pekin Panther football. And they continue to play this Friday. Again, kickoff at 7. We'll have pregame at about 6:45. We're doing the morning wake up. It's brought to us by Stam Garden Center and Nursery. Let's go ahead and do some things you need to know. Whoa. Some things you need to know. Southern California, they just keep on having some earthquakes. If you're keeping score at home, Southern California has broken their previous record of most 4.0 earthquakes or higher in a single year, and we're only in September. So we'll see how many more pretty decent earthquakes that they have in Southern California. How about mortgage rates? They averaged 6.2% at the end of last week, their lowest level since February of 2023. Caitlin Clark, former Iowa Hawkeye, she'll always be a Hawkeye in our hearts. Caitlin Clark setting the WNBA single-season assists record on Friday night when she recorded her 317th assist of the season. Now, I believe I also saw, she also, maybe just yesterday or last night, got the record for the most points by a rookie in her rookie season. So Caitlin Clark proving to be worth all of the hype that she had in college. Other stuff you need to know, a new study out of Australia, mate, claiming that there could be a connection between your belly fat, I got the belly fat, and the various aches and pains happening in the rest of your body. It basically says the more abdominal fat that a person carries, the more likely they are to experience chronic pain in multiple areas of the body. So, belly fat. Speaking of belly fat, Ben & Jerry's ice cream will add to your belly fat. And, of course, they're not afraid to get political and show which side of the fence that they're on. Ben & Jerry releasing the new Kamala Harris Coconut Jubilee ice cream flavor. They'll also take an ice cream truck on tour in key battleground states as part of a push to register voters. So depending on which side of things, Republican or Democrat, you stand on, you may or may not want to partake in Ben & Jerry's. How about this? With the arrival of 3 people to the International Space Station last Wednesday, there are now a record-breaking 19 people in orbit around the Earth. 19 people up there. Beep. Beep. And floating around in space. 19 of them. How about this? Now, from what people are saying, they're not going to win any beauty contest, but the new U.S. Postal Service delivery trucks that are starting to hit the streets are getting rave reviews from their drivers. Within a few years, 30,000 of the vehicles will be hitting the streets, most of them electric. It's electric. So electric Postal Service delivery trucks, those are starting to hit the road. Sony in talks with the rock group Pink Floyd to buy their music catalog for $500 million. So Pink Floyd going to make some big bucks there. How about Sir Ian McKellen, the actor? He says he is willing to return as Gandalf in a new Lord of the Rings movie. But, he says, in his opinion, quote, it better be quick. I don't know if he's thinking he's going to die one of these days. I mean, he is older. So, I mean, if there's the opportunity to make some more Lord of the Rings movies with Gandalf, you better get on it. Let's see here. As far as Boeing goes, they say if that Boeing strike continues, it could cost the company over $1 billion a week. That's a lot of money if Boeing continues to be on strike. How about this? Osama bin Laden's son, Hamza, I don't know how you say it. Hamza bin Laden, known as the Crown Prince of Terror, is said to have survived a CIA attempt to kill him just a few years ago. He's now allegedly leading Al-Qaeda in a resurgence. That's just what the world needs, a resurgence of Al-Qaeda with Osama bin Laden's son. Major League Baseball, they're going to allow advertising ads during the postseason games on the baseball players' helmets when they're up to bat. When you see the word Strauss on helmets, that is a German apparel company that entered the market last year. You'll be seeing a lot of them on playoff helmets through 2027, actually, for the next few years. So advertising on baseball helmets in the Major League postseason games. And then finally, in things you need to know today, a couple of McDonald's deal days are on the horizon. If you like McDonald's, September 18th, couple days away here on Wednesday, we'll celebrate National Cheeseburger Day. The Golden Arches will offer customers 50-cent double cheeseburgers. That's a nice deal. Then, in honor of National Fried Chicken Sandwich Day on November 9th, customers can get a McCrispy chicken sandwich for just $2. So, again, if you're a fast food junkie, you might want to put those dates on your calendar. Let's go ahead and do today's Impossible. It's impossible question. Today's impossible question. Only 1% of this food that's sold in the U.S. will actually be eaten. Again, it's considered a food, technically. This is a kind of a trick question. Only 1% of this food that's sold in the U.S. will actually be eaten. What is it? And think of the season that we're in. Let's go to the comments. Good morning to you, Bubby. We got Dan, we got Nancy, Sandy, Jackie, Heather, and Tim. Again, congratulations to Heather and Tim, new grandparents. I got Sherry, the Hockaholics podcast watching this morning. Now, that's a new addition to the Steve Shetler Media lineup on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. If you like Hawkeye football, watch the Hockaholics. Now, you can always get their full podcast on their page. So you see the Hockaholics podcast in the comments, follow their page, and get the full show. I always give a little bit of like a 10 to 15 minute teaser each week, but the Hockaholics, if you like Hawkeye football, That's a good podcast. Laura Lee, my cousin Laura Lee, in the comments. Got Dixie, Jan, and Bubby again. So, yeah, good morning to everybody. Thanks for hanging out on this Monday. 66 degrees at 7:29 on your Monday. Stam Garden Center and Nursery morning wake up from the Oski Dental Studios. Impossible question today. Again, it's a little bit of a trick question. Only 1% of this food that's sold in the U.S. will actually be eaten. What is it? It's a pumpkin. It's because people don't buy pumpkins to eat them. They're decorations. But yeah, you got to have pumpkin pie and pumpkin bars and pumpkin this and pumpkin that. Only 1% of pumpkins are eaten. Interesting. Shall we get weird?
That is weird.
Let's get weird this morning. Speaking of eating things, the Arizona Republican Party is running with the claim that immigrants in Springfield, Ohio are stealing people's pets and eating them. The Arizona GOP put up 12 billboards around the Phoenix area with the message saying, "Eat less kittens, vote Republican." Now, the billboards feature kittens in cow costumes and look very similar to the Chick-fil-A signature billboards that you may have seen. The billboards are in response to claims by Republicans that migrants are eating people's pets and cats and dogs in Ohio. So, interesting way of promoting the Republican Party in Arizona. Let's go to Chile, the country of Chile. A former firefighter in Chile has been accused of starting a blaze that killed 137 people so that he could be praised as a hero and paid overtime for putting out the fire. Again, it ended up killing 137 people. Let's see here. As Chile has been very busy with big fires this year. The suspect is a 39-year-old accused of starting at least one of those fires. Again, it killed 137 people. He is the third person arrested in connection with this catastrophe. So, trying to be the hero, just horrible situation. How about Tom Cruise in some weird news? How much did Tom Cruise get paid to do his stunts for the Olympics? The answer, 0. If you saw the closing ceremonies of the Olympics, which I didn't. I actually didn't see any of this. Tom Cruise did some very impressive stunts, and he did it all just for the thrill of doing it. They'd say he didn't get paid anything. He just wanted to do it, and he wanted to do the stunts himself. That was like his one demand, was that he did everything himself. So Tom Cruise, $0 for his Olympic stunts. And finally, in some weird news today, how about the Manhattan ants known as Manhattan ants? Manhattan ants? Manhattan ants. Species of highly aggressive ants spreading rapidly across Manhattan at a rate of 1.2 miles per year. Originally, these Manhattan ants came from Europe, and the species first detected in New York in 2011 has since become one of the city's dominant ant populations, and it's spreading. So Manhattan ants, an aggressive ant coming out of New York City. New York City? Let's do some files of law and disorder. In some disorder, an Atlanta murder suspect seems to have thought that police wouldn't wake him up to arrest him. He was wrong. Clayton County Police called to a home in Riverdale, again, this is in Georgia, on Monday last week, where they found Matt Washington Jr. asleep, quote unquote, in bed. Officers say someone called 911 to say that Washington had pulled a gun on his family and then tried pistol whipping his mom. Heck of a guy. When they got there, a woman told them that never happened. But when they asked to speak to other people in the home, Washington was found hiding under the sheets of his bed, fully clothed, and acting like he was asleep. Now, because he was acting strange, they ran his name through their system and learned that he had been wanted by Atlanta police for homicide as well. currently being held in the Fulton County Jail on a murder charge. Should we do something that might make you smile? I think we should. Let's do something that'll make you smile. It's brought to us by our friends at Lifetime Dental Solutions. They're going to be celebrating 10 years with an open house at their new location on Thursday, October 3rd from 4 to 7 at 115 South Jefferson in Sigourney. You can take an office tour, enjoy refreshments, enter to win some prizes. Door prizes for the first 50 guests. That's Lifetime Dental Solutions in Sigourney. Dr. Stacy Freeze bringing us something to make you smile. And in something to make you smile, how about this? How about an app that will help you save money on groceries? As thankfully one TikToker has shared their secret for making something delicious on a budget. Now, Devin at Discovering Devin on TikTok shared her trick to getting tons of fresh groceries while letting their wallet take a break. Now, this gal lives in San Francisco where things are pretty pricey, and she has figured out this app for saving money. Now, you're going to get this full story. I'm not going to spoil everything for you, but if you want to find out how to save some money by using an app for groceries, check this out. It'll be coming out at about 7:45 on Steve Shetler Media Facebook. So an app to save you some grocery money. That's something we all need, isn't it? I just went and bought like a small thing of cereal the other day. $6 for like the smallest box of cereal that you can get. $6. It's crazy. Prices are out of control. That's something to make you smile, brought to us by Lifetime Dental Solutions. Let's go to the duh. In some duh, Shannon Sharpe is our idiot of the day. Super Bowl champion Shannon Sharpe, football player, having quite the moment after he accidentally live casted audio of him, getting it on. Whoops. Of course, it went viral online. Video popped up on Wednesday on the 56-year-old Pro Football Hall of Famer's Instagram Live, which, quote, appeared to be apparent sexual activity taking place, according to a TV station. Adding that a voice that sounded like Sharpe's could be heard talking to somebody else. Now, Shannon Sharpe's Instagram story went to 3.2 million followers. So, little hanky-panky, at least the audio being broadcast live on Shannon Sharpe's Instagram page here recently. So, whoops. Shall we wrap this up with some top box office money-making movies from over the weekend? Number one, no surprise, Beetlejuice, still at number one. It brought in about $51.6 million in its second week out, putting its total at about $188 million, Beetlejuice. Number two is a new movie, Speak No Evil, which my daughter went and saw. She says that it's pretty good. $11.5 million. So a very distant second place for Speak No Evil. Number three, Deadpool, sticking around at $5.2 million. The Matt Walsh movie, I gotta see this. Am I Racist? At $4.7 million. And then Reagan at number 5 with $2.9 million. Everything else has $2.6 million or less. With The Killer's Game, Alien, It Ends With Us, The Forge, and God's Not Dead, In God We Trust. So those are your top 10 money-making movies at the theaters. Let's take one last look at our forecast before we get out of here. It's sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Partly sunny and warm today, a high of 87, and that's pretty much going to be the same forecast that we see every day all week long, up through Friday. So a warm week in store for us here in Southeast Iowa. Weather brought to us by the Garden Gate. All right, coming up video-wise, let me look up at the schedule. Video-wise today, In Remembrance Of, each weekday at 8 a.m., coming up later on today, we'll have Successful Farming at 5:30. We'll get Real Talk with Pastor Aaron Fleming and myself at 6:30. If you like pro wrestling, we've got Cards Subject to Change, that podcast coming up at 7 o'clock this evening. So tune in. We've got videos. We've got all of our normal Facebook stuff throughout the day. So stay tuned to Steve Shetler Media throughout the day and week. And again, we always thank our sponsors for making things possible. Stam Garden Center and Nursery in Oskaloosa sponsoring our morning wake up. Experience the color at Stam Garden Center and Nursery. And Oski Dental sponsors our studios. Give them a call at 673-4845. Otherwise, you guys have a great day. I'm going to get out of here, and you guys be safe. Have a great day. Again, and talking about our sponsors, I do want to mention once again over here, we always have these ads rotating down here in the corner. We've always got Oski Dental hanging out in the background. We've got Stam Garden Center up here, and also down here, going in that little circle. So if you visit any of my sponsors, tell them that you see their advertising here on Steve Shetler Media. That's the only way that they're going to know that they're reaching you guys. So make sure you let my sponsors know that you see their advertising here on Steve Shetler Media. All right. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate our sponsors. We'll see you again next, Tuesday morning, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.